Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you and welcome. Premier Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for a big night of action coming your way tomorrow night at the Crypto.com Arena here in Los Angeles. It's Fox Sports PBC Pay-Per-View and is brought to you by TGB Promotions and sponsored by DraftKings. We'll begin our weigh-ins this afternoon with our fighters in our opening pay-per-view attraction, the WBC Continental America's Lightweight Championship, and we welcome them to the stage at this time. First, the challenger, hailing from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Please welcome the hard-hitting southpaw, Edwin La Granada de los Santos. And his opponent defends his title, fighting out of Seattle, Washington, by way of Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. Here is the undefeated rising lightweight star, Jose Rayo Valenzuela. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 14 wins, 1 loss with 13 knockouts, here's the hard-hitting knockout artist, Edwin La Granada de los Santos. De los Santos weighs in at 133 3/4 pounds, 133 3/4 pounds. And now his opponent, with a record of 12 wins, no losses, 8 knockouts, the undefeated WBC Continental America's lightweight champion, Jose Rayo Valenzuela. 134.5 pounds, 134.5 pounds for the defending champion.
Sean, talk to me. Edwin de los Santos, a last-minute replacement. How tough an adjustment is this, do you think, for Valenzuela?
I think that he was, at this point, you're still ready for anybody that they throw in front of you. You know, so I don't think it matters who the last-minute replacement is. I think Valenzuela is still going to be ready.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our opening attraction on Fox Sports PBC Pay-Per-View, the WBC Continental America's Lightweight Championship, 10 rounds of boxing. Jose Rayo Valenzuela versus Edwin La Granada de los Santos. All right, fans, here we go. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the official weigh-in with a special attraction coming your way. And now we welcome our fighters as they make their way to the stage. First, fighting out of Spring, Texas by way of Morelia, Michoacán, Mexico. He'll be in his 30th professional bout. Here is the respected world-ranked battler known as El Michoacano, Miguel Flores. And his opponent from Montebello, California, by way of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Here is the acclaimed former 3-division champion of the world, Abner Mares. And let's bring our fighters to the scale on this lightweight attraction. The weight limit is 135 pounds. First, with a record of 25 wins and 4 losses, 12 wins by way of knockout, here is El Michoacano, Miguel Flores. $134 3/4 pounds. 134 3/4 pounds for El Michoacano. And now to the scale with a record of 31 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw with 15 knockouts, making his anticipated return to the ring. Here is the former world champion great, Abner Mares. 134 1/4 pounds, already 134 1/4 pounds for Abner Mares.
Honestly, Sean, Abner looks as comfortable as I've ever seen him.
I'll tell you what, though, this is not an easy fight for him. Miguel Flores has 4 losses. Leo Santa Cruz, Eduardo Ramírez, to name a few. But he's coming in here to fight. So all the smiling and all the comfortable, you can be comfortable. What are you going to do in this fight night, you know?
And if you're Miguel Flores, you're looking at Abner Mares like a great name to have on your resume.
Exactly.
And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing, a lightweight special attraction, Abner Mares versus El Michoacano Miguel Flores, in this Fox Sports PBC Pay-Per-View main event of the evening. This is a special attraction leading up to our co-main event, and then of course our main event as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, before we bring out our fighters for our co-main event of the evening, let's take a closer look at these 2 popular all-action world-ranked lightweight contenders from Mexico, Pitbull Cruz and Zurdito Ramírez.
Cuando se enfrentan 2 mexicanos en un ring es garantía de espectáculo. Yo creo que esta no será la excepción y estará pues, dentro de la historia del boxeo mexicano en peleas grandes entre mexicanos. Yo soy un peleador peligroso, pero Eduardo Ramírez todavía quiere contra mí. Pero él va a saber todo el poder de la fuerza de mi mano derecha.
Isaac Cruz piensa que es un gran peleador, pero lo voy a humillar. No le tengo miedo. Isaac Cruz, vengo por ti.
Este 4 de septiembre voy a noquear a Eduardo Ramírez, cuesta lo que cueste, en Pay-Per-View. No lo pierdan. El Pitbull viene por el cinturón.
Well, fans, Premier Boxing Champions continues with the official weigh-in with this bout. Our co-main event of the evening brought to you by TGB Promotions, and this bout in association with Samson Boxing. We welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First, from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, here's the world-ranked contender, Eduardo Zurdito Ramírez. And from Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico, here's the popular world-ranked contender, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And looks like our fighters are ready to step onto the scale. The weight limit on this fight is 135 pounds for the WBC Lightweight World Title Eliminator. First to the scale with a record of 27 wins, 2 losses, 3 draws with 12 knockouts. Here is the respected Southpaw world contender, Eduardo Zurdito Ramírez. 134 1/2 pounds, 134 1/2 pounds for Eduardo Zurdito Ramírez. And his opponent with a record of 23 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 16 knockouts. Here is the exciting lightweight world contender, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz right at the limit of 135 pounds even.
Let's talk about reach advantage here, Sean, because Ramirez has got a big reach advantage. 70 inches to 63. What? No, you don't want to talk about that?
No, listen. When I was a co-main fighter, my thing was let me get the room hot for the main event. That's what this fight is going to do. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be more exciting than the main event, but it's going to be just as exciting as the main event fight. You want co-mains like this. before the main event fight goes into the ring.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, WBC Lightweight World Title Eliminator, Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Eduardo Ramírez in our co-main event of the evening and a Premier Boxing Champions presentation.
Eduardo, great to talk with you. If you could turn over to the cameras. You're heading towards your co-main event against Isaac Cruz. This is your 4th division that you're fighting in. How are you feeling here in the lightweight division?
Estoy muy contento, estoy preparado y venimos a dar un gran espectáculo y sobre todo por la victoria.
I'm very happy. I'm going to definitely put a spectacle tomorrow against Cruz, and we're going to come for the victory.
There was a very intense stare down between you two. What did you take away from that?
Es parte de, pero no me intimida.
It's part of it, but he doesn't intimidate me.
Eduardo Ramírez, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to talk with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac, the stare down got pretty tense. What is your takeaway from the final face-to-face before your co-main event against Eduardo Ramírez?
Nada, ahora sí que yo vengo confiado en la preparación que hicimos y venimos a darlo todo y a darle una gran pelea aquí a Los Ángeles y venimos a reiterar lo que hicimos con Gervonta Davis, que no fue casualidad.
No, now the confidence is even more after this stare down, and now people are going to know that what we did against Tank Davis was not a fight that people saw that we really did a good job. It's not a casualty. So we're going to see. We've come prepared for this fight, and thanks, LA, for having me here.
Why is LA so special for you to fight in? The fans love you here. You obviously had a valiant effort against Gervonta Davis last December, but why is fighting here in the Los Angeles area very important to Isaac Cruz?
Porque aquí fue donde me di a conocer gracias a la gran pelea que dimos contra Gervonta Davis y vamos a darle una gran pelea a la gente de Los Ángeles, California.
This is because people saw what I did against Davis, that great fight, and now people are going to see what I'm going to do against Eduardo Ramírez Sunday night.
And also your prediction for tomorrow night against Eduardo Ramírez in this WBC Lightweight Title Eliminator.
Dar una gran pelea y que la gente salga contenta de ver la pelea de Isaac Cruz en contra de Eduardo Ramírez.
Give a great fight, and people are going to see it tomorrow at the Crypto Cop Center.
All right, Isaac Cruz ready for his co-main event showdown against Eduardo Ramírez. Kate and Sean, back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Crypto Cup Center, a.k.a. the Crypto.com Arena.
There you go.
Shoot, Sean, that was a face-off.
That was a face-off right there. I said, hey, get the leash for the Pitbull. He did not want to turn.
Well, not just him. Ramirez came in with that angry energy, didn't he?
I mean, I was like, did he eat this morning or what? Because he looked, that was, what they call it, hangry? He was hangry up there. Yes.
So obviously we got Andy Ruiz and Luiz Ortiz next up on the stage to weigh in here. Talk to me about kind of just what's at stake in this event, in this fight. Lose this fight, what's the likelihood that you're ever going to contend for a world title again?
Man, and being an Ortiz fan, I'm worried that he loses this and then he never gets where he wants to put that Cuban flag, the first heavyweight world champion. You know, so I think that's what's at stake for Ortiz. He loses this fight, we don't see him again at this level.
You're talking about two guys that do like to go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring out our fighters to weigh in for this showdown for the main event of the evening for the WBC Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, let's take a closer look at two of the most dangerous and respected heavyweights in the world today, the Destroyer Andy Ruiz and Luis King Kong Ortiz.
My Mexican fans, I feel I let them down when I literally gave those belts back to him.
Ruiz frustrated there, cut up. He took punishment throughout.
I owe them so much. I gotta train my ass off. I want to become a champion again for them and for my legacy. It's my goal to become the best Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. And Ruiz Ortiz is a step closer to getting those belts back.
La pelea entre Andy Ruiz y yo está difícil desde el principio, porque él va a querer venir a buscar el knockout y yo soy de lo que me gusta, noquear. Andy Ruiz no es el peleador que yo soy mejor. Cuando derrote a Andy Ruiz el 4 de septiembre estaré a un paso más de ser campeón del mundo, el primer campeón cubano.
Ladies and gentlemen, Premier Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for the FOX Sports PBC main event of the evening, brought to you by TGB Promotions, sponsored by DraftKings. At this time, we invite our fighters to the stage. First, fighting out of Miami, Florida, here's the renowned world-ranked heavyweight contender, the hard-hitting heavyweight force, Luis King Kong Ortiz. And his opponent from Imperial, California and Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, the current world-ranked contender, the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz. And it's time to bring our fighters to the scale at this time for the main event, the WBC Heavyweight World Title Eliminator. First, with a record of 33 wins, 2 losses, 28 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is one of boxing's most dangerous heavyweights, Luis King Kong Ortiz. $245 1/4 pounds, $245 1/4 pounds for Luis King Kong Ortiz. And now to the scale with a record of 34 wins, 2 losses, 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is boxing's first heavyweight world champion of Mexican heritage, introducing the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz weighs in at 268 3/4 pounds. 268 3/4 pounds.
Sean, people are going to talk about this, right? 268 3/4. When he fought Joshua for the first time, he was 268 pounds. I feel like people are going to read into that and think this is a good sign for Andy Ruiz.
I feel like he put tattoos over the muscles. I didn't see as many muscles as I wanted to see, but I mean, it's good signs. If anyone's wondering what Andy Ruiz we're going to get tonight, look at the weight. It tells you it all.
Both men look like men who put in the work, to be fair. Luis Ortiz is looking in good shape.
Luis does not put in the work. He's always ready for the challenge. And I think that we're going to get 2 great versions of both of these guys on fight night.
You're always trying to read energy a little bit of these things, right?
Yeah.
So what are you looking at? What are you seeing?
Well, he looks good. He looks happy. Looks healthy. And then Luis Ortiz is just taking his time. He's exactly where he wants to be. We're going to get a great fight.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Premier Boxing Champions presents the FOX Sports PBC Pay-Per-View main event of the evening with a WBC Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz versus Luis King Kong Ortiz.
All right, we are joined alongside by Luis King Kong Ortiz, who collides against Andy Ruiz here in Los Angeles on FOX Sports PBC Pay-Per-View. Luis, at this stage of your career, is this truly a make-or-break fight?
Bueno, ya digo, vuelvo a reponer lo dicho, ya no queda más nada que hablar. Sé que esto va a ser una pelea interesante de que el referee pare de hablar y vamos a salir a golpear, a buscar el golpeo, es el knockout. O él me noquea a mí o yo lo noqueo a él. Eso es la importancia de esta pelea.
That's the importance of this fight, and it's a very interesting fight. It's either he knocks me out or I knock him out. And of course, it's, you know, a make-or-break fight for me, this fight, because it's very important.
What can fans expect tomorrow night against Andy Ruiz?
Nada, que no se demoren en sentarse en la silla porque esto va a ser guerra.
There's going to be a war, so please be on your seat early so you not miss any action.
Luis King Kong Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen. Now I will speak with Andy the Destroyer Ruiz Jr. Andy, you weighed in at 268, the same identical weight in which you tipped the scales when you defeated Anthony Joshua back in June of 2019 to become the unified heavyweight champion of the world. Why is 268 such a good weight for Andy Ruiz?
I don't know. I think God made me a champion at this weight, so there's no point of changing my weight just to look a certain different way, you know? So I feel good, I feel blessed, and I'm ready to rock and roll tomorrow, man.
How much of a statement do you want to make tomorrow night for the fans and also the rest of the heavyweight division?
I want to make a big statement, man. I'm here for the long run. I'm only 32 years old. I'm still learning from every fight that I'm going, you know? So I think right now is my moment. It's my year, and, you know, Ruiz Ortiz is a tough guy, and we know that, and that's why exactly we've been putting all this hard work in, so I'm ready to get it on.
And finally, what is the result going to be tomorrow night when you lock horns against Luis Ortiz here in Los Angeles?
God willing, we're going to get this victory. God's going to give me this victory.
Andy Ruiz, ladies and gentlemen, set and focused for his matchup against Luis King Kong Ortiz. Kate and Sean, back to you.
Thank you, Ray.